So, students, again I am R.D. Naik inviting you all to another class of Gandhiji, that is related to aims of education by Gandhiji. Today we will talk about aims of education. Aims of education by Gandhiji. As I have said you earlier, that if we have gone through the previous lessons related to Gandhiji, then we can able to understand everything minutely, perfectly, and those things will be helpful for our further development. So, in my previous videos, I have talked to you that the thing what I am teaching you, that is somehow clear cut and precise. But as I understood from your feelings, from your comments in telegrams and other things, that you want some sort of your videos which are very much helpful for your examination. But today I will clear one thing to all of you, that this is for knowledge sake, and if you have understood the thing what I have reflected in my teaching, then ultimately you can able to attend every types of questions, including short one, objective type, or long one. That is why I am going somehow in a clear cut manner. So today we will talk about the aims of education by Gandhiji. You know what is aim? Aim means it is somehow your related to purposes, indirectly you can say. So aims of Gandhiji can be divided into two categories. Number one, what is that? Ultimate aim. Ultimate aims. And number two is your utilitarian aims, or you can say this is immediate aim, immediate aims, or still you can say it is bread and butter aim. So as I said you that I will go thoroughly about the courses, that is why today we will talk about the ultimate aims. Let us disclose the facts related to Mahatma Gandhi's ultimate aims. So we will talk about ultimate aims today. Ultimate means what? The final one. Final one. Final one, you know. That means whenever or wherever we want to actualize something or realize something, then we will go to the matter, to the deep, and ultimately we will come across different types of things which will remain in our mind permanently. So those things which are very much permanent in our mind, that may be either in the form of knowledge, or that may be either in the form of skills or information or something like that. These values which we actualize or which we materialized from our action, what we get from our action, those things can be considered as the final and ultimate. So if we go through the philosophy of Mahatma Gandhi, as I said you earlier in your previous videos, that in a line Mahatma Gandhi was a naturalist, idealist, realist and pragmatist. So on the basis of all this philosophy, if we will decide or if we will interpret and analyze all these things into a ultimate point, then we can synchronize all those your aims which remains behind that your philosophy of Mahatma Gandhi in the following manner. So as I said you, ultimate aims means final aims, and these are the your aims which we generally achieve at the end of our activities or work. So all these your aims are permanent in character. Permanent means it cannot be changed, it is unchanged, you can say, and these things cannot be your destroyed, it is not your destroyed at any point. So we can say these are the perennial or godly values related to God, and these are the ultimate truth which cannot be your false one. So these are the ultimate aims or meaning of ultimate aims which cannot be changed at any point, and the value of these type of aims are very much equal in every society or in every places, or even you can find the similar values in every countries. So whatever the situation may be, whatever the environment may be, the thing is very much clear that it is equal and it is rated by everyone equally. So let us try to disclose the your aims, various types of aims related to Mahatma Gandhi's educational philosophy in the name of ultimate aims. So in this your arena, the very first point what we can pinpointedly say about is that knowledge aim. Knowledge aim. Knowledge, it is related to various types of information, you can say, information or facts or skills or even you can say techniques of doing a thing intelligently or successfully to achieve something at the end. So knowledge is information, it is based on or accumulation of facts, or you can say aggregation of skills or techniques, and on the basis of all these things we can realize various types of your activities into a fuller way, into a fuller and successful way, and here we are very much actively participate in the affairs to realize something better and something which is permanent. So as you know, the education of Mahatma Gandhi is based on work and activities. In other way, you can say it is based on practical your skills. Here all individuals or pupils are engaged in various types of activities in manual work, and on the basis of that they will derive out various types of practical abilities. So all these practical abilities will provide them sufficient knowledge with fuller realization, and when somebody will get fuller idea about a thing, that means somebody will get the conceptual clearance regarding a thing, then ultimately that will fetch your permanent knowledge in the minds of your pupils. So the educational philosophy of Mahatma Gandhi is based on acquiring knowledge, a knowledge of different sorts in a practical manner, and those your practical things will remain in their mind permanently, and knowledge what you have obtained once, that cannot be eliminated at any point from your mind. So that will remain permanently in your mind, and that will be very much helpful for you in every your aspects of your life, related to every your activities, you can say. So this is knowledge M. Knowledge M means here, through the help of different types of your practical work and activities, a pupil can able to accumulate different types of facts and knowledge and different types of your skills, on the basis of which he can make smooth his life, and he can able to lead a very good successful life. This is the number 1 point. Then come to the second point, M's for self realization. M's for self realization. Self realization. M's for self realization. Self realization, you know, this means you will realize yourself. Realize or understand, or you can say recognize yourself. You will able to understand yourself here. So what type of understanding you will have for about yourself? That is about the about your weaknesses. We have different types of weaknesses. Even you have different types of your defects in your personality, and you can say you have several types of your good qualities. And as you know, you are very much in the society, you have to recognize, you have to obey or abide all the rules and regulations what is promulgated by the society for the survival of the people there. So while you are abiding all those things, that means the people will recognize that whether you have your some good qualities or bad qualities, or whether you have certain your weaknesses or defects. According to Mahatma Gandhi, the education should be like that, by which one can understand himself, and he will realize his defects, he will able to realize his weaknesses and good points. So the things which are very much recognized by the people positively, or viewed or rated by people positively, those things are acceptable by the people. That is why those are the your good points. So those things which are not accepted by the people of the society, you can your understand that those are the defects of your life, and you have to rectify all those things, make your necessary correction or modify all those things in right way, so that people can your reckon you as a good individual or a better citizen of the society. So as you know, here we can say, according to Mahatma Gandhi, once he said that service to man is service to God. Service to man is service to God. Service to God. So here, when you will engage yourself in different types of activities, as I have said you earlier, that the entire educational system of Mahatma Gandhi is based on your craft centered education, and we will have to act, and we will have to engage in different types of activities in the form of manual works, and out of that we will get practical knowledge. But while you will your understand the reality of the world, at that very moment you should provide some sort of your service to the people. While you will provide some sort of your service to the people, at that moment what will happen, that the people will understand that this particular your people man is very good in nature, and his character is very good. That is why indirectly it will your it will relate you or it will take you to the world of God. So, we will serve people at any rate, and we will understand that we have the power, we have the humanity. This is one type of, you can say, humanity of the people. Humanity means it is indirectly the power of your morality. We will discuss it later on, but here in the verge of discussion it is coming. That is why I am just stretching it out. Service to man is service to God. Through this we can realize the importance of God. We will believe upon the God, and while that your feeling will be strengthened, then ultimately we will reach to the world of truth, and truth will give us your justice, and justice to the society, justice to the people, justice to the country, and above all to everyone. So, in this way, while we will serve the people, then the way of achieving salvation will come in its way, and that salvation is the ultimate aim of individual, every individual. So, this is the your thing what we can realize through the help of the craft centered education enunciated by Mahatma Gandhi. So, this is self realization. You will understand yourself, you will try to rectify your behavior accordingly, serve for the sake of humanity, and on the basis of which you can feel the essence and entity of God, and that will be the better way to achieve salvation at the ultimate end. So, this is number 2 aim of Mahatma Gandhi's educational philosophy. Then come to number 3, aims for higher values. Aims for higher values. Higher values. What is that? Higher values? Higher values indicates mainly the moral, spiritual and social values. So, previously I have given you much more idea about the moral and spiritual as well as social values. All these values are recognized by the people and giving the highest position in the society. So, in moral, spiritual and social values, man can or the pupil can able to get the best your lesson of humanity. It is the your best way to realize truth, and it is the best way to have better, you can say, manner or behavior. So, through the help of education, what is thought by Mahatma Gandhi, we can achieve all these values ultimately. So, once Gandhiji said, what he said? True education should result not in material power, but in spiritual force, As I said you earlier, that Mahatma Gandhi was a true idealist. That is why he was in favor of God. He had a tremendous belief upon God. So, according to him, we have two types of world, material world and spiritual world. Material world is destructible, but spiritual world is permanent in character. It cannot be changed at any point. So, here Mahatma Gandhi has given much more importance on spiritual values rather than your material values. Material values is not perennial, but spiritual values are godly or perennial in nature. That is why these your higher values must be your recollected by the or must be collected by the your pupils at any cost, so that it will be workable in their successful life, and it can your paves the way of good citizenship. So, all these higher values can be achieved through the help of your education, what is given by Mahatma Gandhi. Then come to the next point, number 4, aims for character building. Aims for character building. Character building. So, you understand this particular your character. Character is the your ultimate values, what each and every parent wants to your see in the life of his your offspring or sons or daughters. Alright. So, character is everything. It is more precious than your money. It is more powerful than anything. This is the power by which Mahatma Gandhi got your courage to bring independence to India or to provide freedom to Indian people. So, character building is another your ultimate aim, and the value of character is recognized by each and every society equally, and the value of its character cannot be your minimized at any cost. So, you understand it. Then come to number 5, acquaintance with skill. Acquaintance with skill. So, as I said earlier that Mahatma Gandhi's educational philosophy is based on your craft, various types of craft and various types of vocation. And here the individual, the pupil is to engage himself in different types of skills, different types of works, so that he can derive out, he can get different type of skills, and those skills will remain in his mind permanently, and because of that your skills and understanding in the form of knowledge, that will be helpful to lead a successful life ultimately, and this can be the best means of better this will be the your best means of better life in the society. Alright. So, acquaintance with skill, this is related with the practical aspect, and it gives your importance on the ultimate values of life, which is very much required by an individual to lead a successful life or a life of a responsible citizen. So, the next point is what that importance on truth. Importance on truth. Of course, all these values are related with the higher values, but I have clearly mentioned in a distinct manner, so that it will be more easier to understand by you. So, truth, the value of truth is ultimate one, and it cannot be minimized, and the value of truth is equally treated in every society, in every country equally. So, these are the various your points related to ultimate aims of education, and all these your ultimate aims we can achieve there in the craft centered education or basic education of Mahatma Gandhi. Next time we will deal with another your points, that is utilitarian aims of education. Till then, goodbye.